The first time I saw Mason Reed, I hated him. At least that's what I told myself. He moved into the house next door with his black motorcycle, dark tattoos, and a smile that made every woman in town suddenly need an excuse to check the mail. Including me. I was determined not to become one of them. For months, we traded sarcastic comments over the fence and pretended we couldn't stand each other. But somewhere between late-night conversations on our porches and helping each other through life's disasters, something changed. The tension became impossible to ignore. Every glance lasted too long. Every touch felt dangerous. Every goodbye left me wanting one more minute. Then came the town's annual summer festival. The music was loud. The drinks were flowing. The air was thick with heat. I was laughing with friends when I saw Mason across the crowd. His eyes locked onto mine. And suddenly everyone else disappeared. He walked straight toward me, slowly, confidently, like he'd already made up his mind. My heart pounded harder with every step. When he finally reached me, he leaned close enough for me to feel his breath against my ear. "I've been trying not to do this for months," he whispered. My pulse exploded. "What?" His gaze dropped to my lips before returning to my eyes. For a second, neither of us moved. The entire world seemed to stop. Then his phone rang. Mason looked down at the screen and every bit of color drained from his face. Without a word, he grabbed my hand and started pulling me through the crowd. "What happened?" I asked. He didn't answer. Not until we reached his motorcycle. Not until he handed me a helmet. Not until I climbed on behind him. Then he finally looked at me and said the words that changed everything. "Someone from my past found us." And before I could ask what he meant, we disappeared into the night.